Hello, fellow Kansas Democrats. Gina Repass here, proud chair of the Kansas Democratic Party. And before I say anything else, let me thank all of our veterans and active duty members of our military. Democrats, please remember we are patriots too. We love our country. And in that vein, I want to say happy birthday to the United States Army. My father was a CAV pilot in the Army. I'm a bit of an Army brat. And we also just celebrated Flag Day, the day that we officially made the Stars and Stripes the flag of the United States. So what are we doing here? This is our weekly chair chat. It's time for me to share updates with you. We want to make sure that you all are in the know about what's going on. Now, these are pre-recorded, so if there's anything that you want me to talk about, good news, things you want me to reflect, please email us at info@kansasdems.org. That's info at kansasdems.org. And if there's something that's more pressing in between these weekly recordings, please call us. We have a beautiful person answering our phones. We'll try to return your call at the end of the day and certainly within 24 hours. Well, let's get right into it. We usually do good news, better news, and best news of the week. But we're going to switch that up a little bit. We're going to talk about some good news, and then we're going to talk about some news that's not so great, and we really need to discuss it. So let's start with the good news. First of all, I want to again reiterate how great a time we had in Oakley, Kansas last week. It was a packed house. We had to actually bring in more chairs. Please stay tuned to our YouTube channel. We're going to upload video from that. We did live stream it at the time, but we're editing and we're going to upload that so that you all can see the town hall. Also, all of these chair chats are available on our YouTube channel. Some other great news. Yesterday was No King's Day, and we had so many protests across Kansas. Every time I looked at the national news, they would say there are protests everywhere, even in places like Kansas. So well done, great job. I'm so proud as a mom. My 21-year-old went out and stood at a rally with his No King sign. And I do want to give a shout out to a lady. I was driving through my back neighborhood towards my house, and there was a lady there, and I saw a sign that said, I voted for her, and love is love, and no kings. And there was one woman sitting in a lawn chair with an American flag. That was her protest, because she lived on a through street, and everyone who drove by knew where she stood. So I drove back around and honked at her. Thank you again for everyone who organized, everyone who came out. We were all peaceful. Thank you. That's what we have to do. That's what resistance looks like. I also want to talk about the fact that I did get to march in the Juneteenth parade in Topeka, Kansas, with the Shawnee County Dems. Their amazing chair, Jason Peters, was not able to join us, but their vice chair, Jessica Porter, was there. And we had a couple of House reps show up and a really great crowd of volunteers. So thank you for asking me to walk with you. And last, certainly not least, there was a wonderful protest, a great rally at the Capitol. And I wanted to shout out Jay Moyer, who I've been told, that's Jay Moyer, have been told brought the House down. Thank you for everything you do, Jay, as an advocate and using your voice. So that was all really great stuff going on in the state of Kansas this last week. Now let's turn to a little bit of the national politics. Some of you have heard that the DNC voted to accept the Credential Committee's recommendation that there be a new vote for vice chair. And actually, technically, it's just an extension of the vote for vice chair. I was a vice chair nominee when we voted on February 1st, so my name was on the ballot. As of the recording of this, I don't know who's going to win. The voting goes on till Tuesday, but I want to assure everyone, my number one goal is to advocate for Kansas, be here for Kansas, and do anything I can to make sure that the National Party recognizes red state Democrats. We're here, we're working, and there are millions of us. So that's my only point. And we'll know what happens, and I'm at peace no matter what. But I know some people had some questions, so I wanted to share that. Okay, now it's where I take a deep breath and switch the tone a little. The other thing that happened over the weekend was more political violence. It's not acceptable, and it must stop. There were two Minnesota legislators who were minding their own business in the privacy of their homes, and someone who dressed up like a police officer knocked on their doors, walked into their homes and opened fire. And one of the Minnesota House reps was killed along with her husband, and a Minnesota state senator was shot along with his wife. My understanding is they are both recovering. The House member lost her life with her husband. The Senate member is still recovering with his wife. This is absolutely unacceptable. Please keep Minnesota in your prayers. Please keep this country in your prayers. All right, to wrap this up, I do want to end on a little bit of a high note. Today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. No matter what your gender is, if you have been a mentor or a father figure to someone, I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. And we hold in our hearts all those who have lost their fathers recently. including our Vice Chair, Sean Junkins, who lost his dad just a few weeks ago. I will end the way I always do. God bless America. God bless the great state of Kansas. God bless Minnesota. And God bless you.